Welcome to all of you. Now the next part is dial indicator as a mechanical comparator. Before that, here in the last lecture we see the comparator, what are its characteristics as a comparator, what are the requirements on that comparator, that we parts already finished in the last lecture. Now here, what are the different types of comparator? What are the different types of comparator? Comparator has four types. That is a mechanical comparator, then pneumatic comparator, electrical comparator, then after the optical comparator. These are the different comparator. How the name is coming here? This name is coming from the working principle inside in that. Means with the comparator which has the working principles of different types of gears and pinion, then that comparator is called as a mechanical comparator. The next one is your electrical comparator, where there are that device is made up of, that comparator is made up of different types of Whetstone meter bridge and null deflections here. Then that comparator is called as the electrical comparator. Pneumatic comparator, when that comparator is working on air, that's air as a working fluid, then that comparator is called as a pneumatic comparator. What optical comparator? What do you mean by optical comparator? If that comparator or that device is totally based on that working principle is based on the reflection and refraction, then that comparator is called as a optical comparator. Among these four comparators, we first observe the mechanical comparator. Means the mechanical comparator, that mechanical comparator has two instruments. First one indicator and second one is your sigma comparator. Now first we see here the instrument, that is a dial indicator. In a MSBT exam point of view, 8-mark question, explain with a neat sketch the dial indicator as a mechanical comparator. Now how it is look? The mechanical comparator, the isometric view is just looking like this. See, this one is the mechanical comparator, this one is the stand, this one is the scale, pointer, this one is the scale, this one is your pointer, and this one is the plunger. Plunger is going upward and downward. Means when you want to measure the flatness of surface, then you just move this plunger over the surface and this indicate. Let's see, pointer is how it is going or how it is oscillate. Let's see. Okay, this one is the plunger, this one is the scale, graduated scale, this one is your pointer, this one is the stand. Now how it is work? That is very important. The working principle, this one is the skeleton figure of this, whatever the mechanism which is inside in the dial indicator, that we have to see here. Let's see. Now this one is your plunger. Okay, at the upper end there is rack. With this rack, the small gear, this small gear is meshed with the rack. This gear is mounted on a shaft. On the same shaft, gear B is also mounted. Gear B is meshed with the gear C, and whatever the gear C is placed on the same shaft, the gear D is also mounted. This gear D is meshed with the gear B, right? Now this gear D is meshed with a small pinion. This pinion meshed with another gear. That gear is also F, A, B, C, D, and this one is the E, and this one is the gear F. Now again the construction parts here. Gear A, gear B, gear C, gear D, gear E, and gear F. In the gear F there is a helical spring. हेलिकल स्प्रिंग कुठे वापरतो आपण? ज्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला अनबाउंड आणि बाउंड या दोन गोष्टी करायच्या असतात त्या ठिकाणी आपण एअर स्प्रिंग ही वापरत असतो. त्यानंतर पिनियन ई जो आहे, ह्या पिनियन ई वर आपण काय केलेलं आहे? पॉइंटर मार्क करून ठेवला किंवा जो पॉइंटर आहे तो पॉइंटर या ठिकाणी प्लेस केला. नाउ दिस प्लंजर इज एक्झॅक्टली इन अ स्टेशनरी कंडिशन विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस रॅक गाइड. रॅक गाइड काय करणार आहे? तो जो प्लंजर आहे, लेट्स सी, हा जो प्लंजर आहे, हा प्लंजर इकडे तिकडे होऊ देणार नाही. म्हणजे काय? एक्झॅक्टली दिस प्लंजर इज सेम इन कीप इन अ सेम पोझिशन विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस रॅक गाइड. नाउ लेट्स सी, दिस प्लंजर इज माउंटेड ओवर टू इट्स surface to be tested. Okay, now what happened? How the pointer oscillate? म्हणजे काय की हा जो पॉइंटर आहे, हा पॉइंटर कशा पद्धतीने ऑस्किलेट होणार आहे ते आपल्याला या ठिकाणी पाहायचं आहे. नाउ लेट्स सी, this plunger is mounted over to the surface which is to be tested. Flatness वगैरे त्याचा आपल्याला चेक करायचं आहे. If there is a mountains and valley, mountains and valley means what? There are the mountains. हे बघा हे अशा पद्धतीने कर्वेचर आहेत. पर्वताच्या रांगा असतात ना, वेगवेगळे असे पर्वत असतात. त्या ठिकाणी कसे असतात? टेकड्या कमी जास्त कमी. This one is the mountains, valley, mountains, valley. This mountain, due to this mountains and valley, this plunger moving up and down. काय होणार आहे प्लंजरचं? This plunger moving up and down. As the plunger moving up and down, that gear A, which is meshed with the rack of this plunger, is also moving clockwise and anti-clockwise. Means as according to the mountains and valleys configuration, this gear A moving in a clockwise direction. As the gear moving in a clockwise direction, B also moving in the clockwise direction. Okay. As the gear B is moving in anti-clockwise, clockwise direction, then gear C is moving in anti-clockwise. The speciality of gear is when one gear is moving in a clockwise direction, then another gear which is meshed with same, then that gear is moving in an anti-clockwise direction. That is the speciality. Then gear C is moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Gear C moving in anti-clockwise, then gear D is also moving in an anti-clockwise direction. As the gear D is meshed with the pinion E, pinions and gear, what is the difference? Pinion is also gear and gear is also gear, but only difference is whatever the big diameter of gear, that is called as a spur gear or gear, and whatever the dimension as compared to the spur gear, if the diameter of that gear is small, then we said it is a pinion. जो छोटा असणार आहे त्याला pinion म्हणणार आपण. Now this gear D is meshed with the pinion E, so it is again moved in a anti-clockwise direction. As it is moving in anti-clockwise direction, then gear F is also rotated in a clockwise direction. As per that configuration, as soon as when it is meshed with the pinion E, then automatically this pointer move according to the configurations of surface configuration, moving or oscillate in a left and right direction, and whatever the graduated scale, that with the help of that graduated scale, you can easily observe the flatness of that test. Let's see. Okay. As soon as, suppose we have to check the flatness of this, let's see indicator how it is moving. See. Okay. Again see, as the plunger is moving in left or right direction, whatever the mountains, there are the numbers of mountains and valley on this scale. Due to this pointer moves in left and right direction. Let's see. Okay. How could it is possible? It is possible with this mechanism. Okay. Got it? In the next lecture, we will see the sigma comparator as a mechanical comparator. Thank you so much.